Welcome to Taiji's Origami Workshop. So today I'm going to show you this barking dog. So this barking dog may look quite easy, but I actually have a couple steps that might be a little bit challenging for a beginner. And if you're a beginner and want to try to make this, I would suggest try a couple other easier origami first and then try this out. So it's not that complicated, but you just have to need to get the grammar of the origami. But the great thing is that you can make it move and let the dog bark like this. Woof, woof, woof. So I think it's just a great model to make, especially if you're making these with your children. So I really hope you give this a try. Then, let's get started. Okay, let's make the barking dog. So as you may notice, I'm using a little smaller paper. This is about 13 centimeters or so. Because this model doesn't get so small, a bit smaller paper would fit this better. So then I'm going to fold this in half like this diagonally. I'm going to bring this line to here, but not meeting, but instead just kind of with a little gap like this, just like this much, with the 13 centimeter paper, about a little less than a centimeter or so. And I'm going to flip to the other side, and I'm going to try to match that line from the other side. So you want to see the other side like this from over the paper, and you want to try to match the line. Don't have to be that picky, it's okay if it's not perfect. Just like this. And then go back to the other side and then open. And I'm going to bring this corner to this line right here so that when I fold it, this line is approximately parallel to this line. They don't have to be that perfect, but just about. Just like this. And then you can also flip to the other side and I'm going to do the same thing. Open, and this time I'm going to try to match this line on the other side. Just like this. Again, doesn't have to be that perfect. Then you have it. And then I'm going to close like this. I'm going to close also on the other side. I'm going to turn to this direction, and then I'm going to bring this pointy corner to this point right here. And then I'm also going to fold along this line to this direction. Like this. Then open, and then open. And then with this folded line, I'm going to fold like this backwards. And just like that. And then I'm going to bring this pointy end to somewhere a little bit lower part of this line, just like this. And then I'm going to fold it backwards like this, just kind of like this. And this is going to be the tail of the dog. And then I'm going to redo the fold, and I'm going to open from the bottom like this. And with this just folded line, I'm going to fold inside like this, and then again open, and then with the other line, I'm going to fold it to the outside like this. And with that, the tail's finished. And then I'm going to bring this line right here to this line, like this. And then I'm going to open, and then it's might be a little bit tricky if you're not used to this, but I'm going to open from the back. And then with this right now folded line, I'm going to fold over like this. And then we kind of get the head. The head is a little bit too small, so I'm going to open from the bottom like this, and I'm going to bring out this paper. And there's already a folded line, so I just need to fold it in the other direction, like this. And then you have the head a little bit bigger. And I'm gonna flip to the other side and do the same thing. So open from the bottom and bring out one sheet like this. There's already a folded line. With a folded line, fold it the other direction. And then you have the head. I'm just gonna need to make the nose part of the dog. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use this middle line as a guide and bring this not all the way to the back, but just a little bit before that, like this, and then fold. And then I'm going to fold this backwards, just like this. This part is meeting together, but this part is a little bit far apart. And then just like this. And then we're going to redo the fold. And exactly how we did with the tail, I'm going to open from the bottom and fold inward with the first line, like this. And then I'm going to fold outward with the other second line, like this. And then you have the nose. This is almost finished, and then I'm going to fold the tip backwards like this so that you kind of have a little nose like this. And with that, this barking dog is finished. And how to make it bark, how to move it. I'm going to hold this very tip of the front leg, and then I'm going to hold the tail with the other hand, and then I just need to pull it apart. Woof, woof, woof. By the way, in Japan, the dogs don't go woof, woof. They go wan, wan, wan. I don't know if that sounds funny for you guys, but that's how they sound in Japan. So because it's a Japanese dog, they say wan, wan, wan. And then with that, this barking dog is finished. So as you saw, making this barking dog may be a little bit difficult, but it's not that super difficult. So I think it's a great model to start if you want to try a little bit more intermediate level origamis. So I hope you give this a try yourself. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you could hit the like button for me. And if you have any question or requests or any feedback, please write anything in the comments below. Otherwise, I look forward to see you in the next video. Bye.